Hi, Gretchen Holmes here, 3-time cancer survivor, diabetic, and someone who has lost 110 pounds and transformed herself inside and out. And I want to talk a little bit about how I did that. The first thing I want to say is, contrary to what most of us believe, changes on the outside are driven by changes on the inside. Mindset is the key to almost anything we want to do in life. Want to run a marathon? We got to be mentally strong to go practice every day, to put our tennis shoes on, even on days when it's rainy and snowy and we don't feel like it. You want to get a degree? Well, you got to show up. You got to take those classes. We got to get through those tough tests. You want to lose weight like I did? I had to figure out what was getting in my way. And what I found out was getting in my way was me. It wasn't everybody else. It wasn't all the nasty people who said nasty things. It wasn't the world conspiring against me, though I will admit it is not an easy place to be when you're morbidly obese, because we wear what is going on with us for everyone to see. When we walk out that door, everyone knows we're obese or morbidly obese. That is hard, no question, and I've had my share of really nasty interactions around that. But here's what I have to say. When I finally figured out that it was my mindset, the way I talked to myself, what was going on internally that was driving my weight, a bunch of things clicked. One was that I have the power to change how I talk to myself. That has nothing to do with anybody else. That has to do with me. That's the great news, that the power lies within us. And I know we all hear that all the time, but it is really, really true. We have the power to change how we talk about ourselves. We have the power to figure out how we want to live our lives. It's not all those other external factors. I grew up in an alcoholic home, so I grew up with a whole lot of negativity and messaging that said, you're not really you're not worth it. You don't deserve a better life. You're lucky to get what you get. You're lucky to have the friends that you have because, hey, I was fat. Who wanted to hang around with a fat kid? Luckily, I had really great friends, but that's not the point. The point is that part of my transformational journey was really looking inward and trying to figure out what was getting in my way. And what I found out was it was me. I was getting in my way. And once I knew that, once I realized that, then I had work to do. And I figured out how to get out of my own way. And it started by loving myself, accepting myself, realizing that who I am, as I am, no matter what the scale says, I am worthy, I am amazing, I am lovable. And that made the difference in how much I weighed. Because once I accepted myself, I started treating myself better, I started respecting myself better, and the weight came off. Because I wasn't self-soothing with food. I started to deal with whatever was going on in my life instead of avoiding it. I encourage everybody to go on a journey of self-discovery. It's hard. It takes a lot of courage. But the outcomes are going to be beyond anything that you could ever dream. However you are, whatever dream you have for your life, dream bigger, because I promise you, there are bigger and better and more amazing things that you're going to get to experience if you start looking internally to see how you are getting in your own way. I promise you. So dream bigger.